Okay, I think you can slideshow. So, hello everyone, welcome back on the channel. So, you are watching the Dev Breakdown series, and this is episode 2. So, in first episode, we discussed about Agent Force, the prompt builder. So, in this episode, we are going to continue with that feature only. Okay, so I have Nikita with me. So she will be explaining about prompt builder. Like she will be connecting the previous episode, and then in this episode, you will see some of the demonstration. Okay, I think we can start now.
Okay, thank you very much. We will start from this presentation wherein I have given you the examples of some of the prompt templates that we have existing. Of course, this is going to upgrade further, and now also the orgs have been upgraded, so we will see even more templates coming in. However, we will discuss one template today that is going to be sales email prompt template. And also before that, I will like you to go through the prompt builder with me, wherein I'm going to create a prompt template, and post that I will preview the response that we are going to get from the selected large language model. So in the previous session, I briefed you about how do we actually select the model and all. So today we will check out how exactly am I going to do the working out. So previously, in the previous session, we kind of discussed that means what are we going to do, but today probably we are actually going to do everything related to the prompt and the template and retrieval of the response, following the whole Einstein trust layer. So you have to be pretty focused, and if you will be focused here, you will be understanding the prompt template fully. Let's go and start the session. So we can create different types of prompt templates. We have over here, one second, let me just yeah. So we can create different types of prompt templates such as sales email, field generation, record summary, and flex templates in accordance with the business models that we have. And the prompt template uses merge fields to reference the record fields, flows rated list, and apex, ensuring the prompts are grounded by your CRM data. Now, what does this statement mean actually? In the prompt builder, when I am going to create the prompt, I will write the field names that have to be populated. Before that, we will create some of the obviously cases, opportunities, or whatever are the incorporations that have to be done. So I will create them first, and post that I'm going to use the field name with the merge fields in the template. That's what you're going to see. Why do we use the merge fields, and why do we have the placeholder is just because that Salesforce is a trustable CRM, wherein they wouldn't want any data to be spilled into any of the third party outsourced large language model or company, and we wouldn't want any of our data to be like spilled, or as I said, that it shouldn't be shared in any manner with anybody else. So for that reason, they have already signed the zero data retention policy with every company that they are outsourcing the large language model from. So these are the basics that you should know. And then after that, we will move on to the next field, where is next slide, wherein I have told you that this enables the use of generative AI technologies like the large language models to generate the content, summaries, and descriptions, enhancing the productivity and customer interaction. Now, what exactly are we going to do? So, I'll just tell you what is the importance of having a summary, right? So, suppose if you have had a certain conversation between the customer service agent and the client or the user or the customer, whosoever is there. Now, if you are having a certain conversation with them, what will probably happen is that you will have a lot of interactions, and some interactions might not be of that use for us to see, right? So what I would like to do is I would like to have some sort of call summaries, right, for that reason, so that I could just get an overview about the conversation that has happened between the agent and the customer. Correct. So, for that reason, what we are going to do is we'll go for the study of call summaries, and those summaries now, without being manually generated, will be generated by the large language models, right? So, this is how We are going to populate the description fields, we are going to populate the n number of fields that are going to exist. We, as you know, that we can create all the custom fields as well. So it is all going to be very not so manual thing. You wouldn't be able to, or you wouldn't have to actually do these tasks. All these tasks will be done by the generative AI models. That is the importance of outsourcing the large language model. And Salesforce also has its own, so depends on what would you like to see. You can also bring your own large language models. That is another way of having the customization. So this is what was there about the prompt builder features. Now, what is a prompt template? So it is a sustainable, reusable prompt designed to interact with the large language models to generate the content. Did you understand the language? It is a sustainable, reusable prompt designed to interact with the large language model. So I am not directly interacting. My prompt has to interact with the large language model. So it has to be very sophisticated and should have a lot of instructions in order to extract the desired information. Right. And this is reusable because we can use for n number of customers. It is just singly designed thing that is existing and created, and then you can use it for a number of customers whichever you would want to. So these templates include the placeholders for specific details. Placeholders means this is where our data gets hidden. We generally do not disclose any data for some reasons, and this data remains in the Salesforce ecosystem. It wouldn't anyway go out of the boundary of the Salesforce. And for that, you need to go through the Einstein trust layer so that you can have the exact idea about the concepts that are going on while you have that prompt journey all through the way. Right? The minimal I have already explained, that the prompt has to be generated, and post that it has to be grounded. Grounded means including all the information from all the sources about the customer. And then post that, it all goes to the large language model where no data gets disclosed and only the instructions are disclosed based on which the response is generated, and that generated response is shown to the customer. Right. But in between, a lot of other things also go in. So that's where you will have to maintain your own study curriculum. So these templates include the placeholders for specific details about customers, products, and other relevant data, which are filled in dynamically to create the personalized prompt. So prompt template is actually reusable template from which you create the prompts. You can create different types of prompt templates such as sales email, field generation, record summary, and flex templates according to your business models. Now, first template that we're going to see is the sales email prompt template. So a sales email prompt template helps you create personalized targeted emails quickly and efficiently. Then the objective of this template is that it can be reused for different customers and products so the agent can spend time on more complex tasks. It's not that the agent would not be available at all. It's just that the minimal tasks will be taken care of by the agentic AI that is working on right now. So the agent who is the manual agent, he or she, they don't have to exist all the time and putting all their efforts into the task that could be done in other manners. Okay, so they can actually enhance their productivity by just moving on to some other complex tasks which are not otherwise doable by the agents. Correct. So this is how we have actually, gotten the help of the agents that Salesforce has created. Now let's go and check out exactly what am I trying to say, and let me just share my other screen as well. So now what you see is that this is what I made you download. This is a new dev org that you must have created given the previous session. In the previous session, I took you to the place where exactly this is present, and from that we downloaded and we kind of not downloaded. I'm sorry. We created our separate org over here by different email IDs, and post that you will be able to see everything that has to be seen to create the prompt templates and everything that I'm going to do over here. So let's say that we went to the Einstein setup. Just for the sake of clarity, I'm going to do all the enablements right now. I might have done them already, but I will show you what enablements that you will have to do. So Einstein setup. In some orgs that were pre-existing, you wouldn't find all these things. So that's why you will have to follow the previous uh, session of mine, wherein you will be getting the details about how would you get to this part. So in the Einstein setup, we will turn on the Einstein and deploy the prompt templates like this, the way that I've done. This enablement of the toggle button enables the use of Einstein in our working outs. Correct? Now we'll go back. And since I'm going to make the sales email prompt template, it is mandatory that I would have to use the Einstein for sales. And this is definitely not present in other orgs. So you will have to use the link that I have, shown you there. So here you have turn on the sales emails and add email prompt instructions. These two enablements have to be done so that we can actually see the prompt template associated with the sales email, or we will be able to create the sales email prompt template. Just to brief you and give you the idea, this is what I'm talking about. So I asked you to create this org from here, separate org. And if you want the idea that where exactly I found this, so in the learn section, we have got super badges. In the super badges, if you will click it, you will be finding all these, which you can definitely explore on my own self. But what I'm talking about is this super badge, which is prompt builder template super badge. If you will click on it, you will be directed towards this web page, and post that we will have sign up for free developer edition or with special configuration for the prompt templates. So upon clicking on this, you will be getting, or you will be directed to this link, wherein you will be looking at the free developer edition or with special configuration to complete a super badge, that is prompt builder templates as of now. So you will have to log in here, you will have to sign up, and you will get the verification mail, and post that only you will be able to use the Einstein for sales. So let's get back to here. So now we have enablements done. Next, we will go to the prompt journey for us. Let's go for the prompt builder, and we will have to go to the new prompt template. We are going to create the new prompt template from here. As you can see, it's present in the top right corner. So we'll click on the new prompt template, and this is where we will select our prompt that we will have to use. So let's say that I am going to use so you can see that they have already, they are having so many more um, template types. So these are just lately created, because earlier when the design, when I was doing it, so they were not present earlier, but now you can see the modifications are so fast that they have other prompt templates as well. So from here you can choose any prompt template that you would want to, but right now our major focus is on the sales email. So we'll click on this, and then we will be getting the other, here you wouldn't get this recipient and related object in any of the other, template types. So let's say I'll just give you the idea about field generation over here. In the field generation, we will have only one object, whichever we want to, populate or something like that. So we can use any object of our choice and post that. We can work out with that. But right now, as I said, we will do this sales email. So let's keep it for the later purposes. Then there is flex template. And in the flex template, what am I having the cool thing is that I will be able to create my own objects, right? I'll be able to create my own resources. But it is not a possibility that I'm going to create n number of resources. I can only have 5 resources, which is 5 objects. That's it. So there is a certain limitation to use this flex template, that is define up to 5 sources for your flex template, assign a unique label, API name, source type, and object as applicable. Keep in mind that you can't associate an object with a string source type. So this has to be taken care of, and it could be an important question for the quiz as well, that we can create only five resource types or five objects over here, of which we will put the names. But before this, we will have to go to Object Manager in order to create the custom objects. You can also use a pre-existing object as well. All five could be pre-existing. That's not a problem, but it just gives you the accessibility of creating the custom objects that you will have to do. Let's go on to the next one, that is record summary. So here you can see another field. We have object type. So it also has the object type that we are going to have the record summary for. So as I said, that for different templates we've got different objects and fields that are associated. So right now my major focus is sales email. So I'll just give it a prompt name. The prompt name could be create a sales email prompt, and the API name would be in that regard. Then we have the recipient. Recipient would be any contact. As of now, you could take a lead also, the contact I'm taking. And the object that I'm going to use is, let's say, we could use any object over here, but I'll choose the opportunities maybe, opportunities object. I could use the cases object also. What I'll suggest is I'm using the opportunity, you all do the cases, it is up to you. So I'll go for the opportunity, and next. So here we are at the site wherein the major things like a description, summarizing, all this can happen here. Now, whatever I'm going to write over in this part will be included as a instruction. The instruction that will directly go to the large language model that is here. So it's a now I can choose. So I know that earlier when I was introducing all these things, I was not able to choose because we were looking at the pre-existing templates. Right now, this is what I have created. So I have the choice to choose any model that I would like, any model that I would find suitable for the summary extraction. Right. So you can see that there is GPT 4.1, 4.1 Omni, and then various other. Then you have Azure, then you have Anthropic, and then post that you also have Gemini. Earlier Gemini was not there, but now they have included the Gemini Flash and Flashlight. So all these are the latest models they have used. I would, by my own instincts and experience, I kind of would like to use the OpenAI GPT-4 Omni Mini. You have your own horizon of checking out. You can please check out n number of models that are present here. You can go for all of them. In fact, you can choose one by one and save n number of versions here to actually use and see which one would summarize better. So I also did the same thing when I was fidgeting with all this. I was getting the models from here. So I got good results from this OpenAI GPT-4 Omni Mini. So that's why I kept it. However, I'll by any chance, if I have any time left, I would do that with the Gemini also for you. So now let's get over here. And what should I write in over here? So you can, well, I will give you the chance to actually look at this part. This is the pre-existing text over here. Not that I can't write. I will write on this, but I would want that some instructions that are written over here, this is what you should go through. And this says that construct your prompt here. So this is the place where we are going to create the prompt. Earlier, this was not looking like this. Like it, I think it got changed in mid of the June when I think maybe start of June or mid of June. They all changed the interfaces. So earlier it was not looking like it. So we also had time, getting acclimatized with all these things. But perhaps it just took one day for us to do the things. Before that, it was all different. It had shown, these sections of the fields, and models could appear on the right hand side, and it was quite changed. But right now, again, as I said, that they have made a lot of changes in the org, so that's what we are looking at. Now in this part, we have got construct your prompt here. So who is involved and how are they related? The participants, the relationships, the data, all has to be here. Or whatever selections that you would want, they have to be here. Then you have what are you trying to accomplish, that is the goal or the instructions. So I would say that I am a customer relationship manager or agent. So I would want you to create the summary of the following opportunity, since I have taken opportunity there. So I will say that this summary I would want you to create. So who will create the summary? The summary will be created by the large language model that is here. So the prompt that I have written is going to go to the large language model, and it stays in the ecosystem for a meanwhile, wherein all the checking out happens, and post that it goes to the large language, which is the third party. So that's why we are going to choose it over here. Now I'm going to write it like you know I would like to like you to create a summary of the opportunities details that are briefed here in the following. But for that, I will have to particularly create some opportunities. Is that correct? So if you know how to create the opportunities, it's a good idea that you can, yourself create some. I will also create. So for that reason, I will have to go back here where I can find the opportunities. So I've got some pre-existing opportunities already, but you can ignore that. What I'll do is from the app launcher, I'm going to choose opportunities and go on this part. So here are those opportunities that I've already created. But what I would suggest you is to go to contacts first, and in that contacts, we'll try to have all the contacts enlisted. One second. Okay, we will go to accounts and check all the accounts here. So these are some dummy accounts that are present in this stage, and you can choose any of them. It's up to you. What I'll do is I will choose Carmen over here, and I'm just gonna click it. So this is how the page looks like. And here, I believe that you must all be familiar with these pages. But these are some opportunities that I'm going to create for this account name. So let's go ahead and create an opportunity. The opportunity name I'm going to take is O1, just for the sake of differentiability that I have to create. Then account name. So we know that these fields I will have to anyway give there. So what I'll do is I will also start giving the fields in the prompt. So the opportunity name I'm going to give in the prompt here. Right, I will merge fields post that part. Then account name is Carmen. So I will also include the account name. Then type, I'll choose it's the existing customer upgrade, and I'll give this type. Then the lead source, that is from where have we got it. So I'll say it's the phone inquiries, it's the lead source. So let's just go there, lead source. Then the amount, let's say it's 40,000. You can give your own account amount. So amount I'll write there. That's what I'm extracting. Sorry. Whatever fields, I mean, I am just trying to include, I'm including them. So close date. Now close date could be anything. Today is what, 3rd of July, I guess. So we'll go for like let's say maybe 26th. 26 is the close date, right? So I'll also include this part. These are all the fields that we are going to include. So close date is also included. Next step, we don't have to fill stage. What's the stage? It's a qualification stage, and that's it. So you can skip some of the fields, obviously. That's it. Uh, so order number, it's just that I'm going to bring 12 as the order number, and I will also include this. That's it. So let me put it back here. Okay, so some fields are included. I will also include the sender name because we do have the sender in the email, and what we'll also do is write the recipient name also. This should also be there in the email. So correct. That's it. That's all, I guess. And I will save this opportunity. Okay. So the opportunity by the name O1 has been created on the page or on the record of Carmen Ovary. Uh, let's go now here and try to merge fields. So where am I going to find these, the merging? So here we have the opportunity, right? In the opportunity, so the first thing that I would like to have is the opportunity name. So let's search for the opportunity name in the object here. So we have the name. So we have got the name here. So you can see that this is how the data gets the placeholders, right? Then we have account name that will exist in account ID, I guess. So that's going to be in the opportunity ACCOUNT account ID, and there you have the account ID as. I would like to have the account name from here, right? Then you have the type. So we will also check about the type. So opportunity, and then lead source. So we'll check from here in the opportunity. Then we go for the amount. So in the opportunity fee object, and amount is here. Closing date we would extract from the opportunity. Stage we will include from the order number. Okay, and then the rest, the sender name. So where should this be present? This should be in the sender object. So here the sender, and the first name I'm going to take for this, and then the recipient. So we'll go for the recipient. So this all gets included once you include that in the prompt template dialog box that had appeared earlier. So this is the first name. So these are the details that the model should look at in order to create the response. So since I'm creating the summary of the opportunities details that is here, this is what it all should look like. And ideally, I should replace this small I with the capital I. And now this looks fine. It will not matter at all, but it's just that for the sake of good work that we do. Okay, now we'll just go for the preview settings, and over here there should be the recipient name. So you know who was the recipient. We had chose Carmen, and the related record was the opportunity. So we had O1. So you can see it has come over here. Before doing anything, just try to save this prompt so that it doesn't go anywhere. This template is saved now. And language, it's always the option, but we are preferring English, and it's by default it's just the English language only. And you know that what kind of model did I choose? The model that I choose was this OpenAI GPT-4 Omni Mini. Let's get going and activate this prompt. I'm going to activate this prompt, and after activation we'll go for the preview, and let's see if it works out. So as you can see that this is how the subject and body is given, and you can see that it's a sales email prompt template, and it has actually created an email over here wherein we have this resolve prompt as in the extraction of the data that happened. So opportunity name got extracted, that is O1, account name was Carmen, type was existing customer upgrade. So all of this is existing over here, and you can see that the subject is opportunity summary. It's already created. We don't have to create it by our own self. And then the body is Dear Carmen. So Dear Carmen is the one who is the recipient, right? So recipient name was included. I'm providing a summary of the opportunity details for your review. Opportunity name is O1 and so details are here. Please let me know if you have any question or require further information. This is how it has generated. But now we'll do some, you know, uh, enhancement over here. I would like the summary, sorry, I would like to create a summary in the paragraph form of the opportunities details that are briefed here. So now I'm going to save it as a new version, and the version 2 is created. Now I will preview it again, and we'll see it in the, maybe it is in the paragraph form. So this email provides a summary of opportunity O1 for Carmen Ovary. The opportunity categorized as an upgrade for an existing customer. It's originated from a phone inquiry and has an associated amount of $40,000. The expected close date for this opportunity is July 26th. This is what exactly I had given there. And it is currently in the qualification stage. So the order number for the opportunity is 12, and that's what you saw, that's what I had given there. So, it just reads your stuff like summarize and then the paragraph form. This all happens with the help of natural language processing that goes on in the backend. All of this is happening with the help of all the backend things that we have created and we have actually learned in the sessions that we do normally on the daily basis. Right. So as you can see, this should be very clear about how to generate this response. Now what I'll do is I will actually try to draft this to the Einstein. So since we will activate this also. And you please remember the name that is create. Oh my God, what is the spelling of the creation that I have done?
Yeah, there is a typo. No
Yeah,
problem.
typo. But please skip the typo. Okay. So let's go to refresh this, and I'll go for his um, let's go for the setup menu again. So in here, I'm going to search for the um, accounts. Sorry, something's wrong. Yeah, so accounts we'll search from here, and you can see that we have got the account name Carbon Ovary. I'm going to click on it, and this is how at first it looks like. Now what I'll do is I'll just create some things and post that we will be able to draft it through the email. But before that, let's just get on my presentation and have a brief about these opportunities and cases. In case if you do not have any idea about the opportunities and cases, we will discuss that, and then we'll finalize this section all over again. So, all right. Now, you can see that how does this sales email prompt template, I did the working out, and I wanted you to first go through all the working and then see that how does it look like in the briefing out. So now I'm going to brief out everything. So create a new template. This is what we did. Users navigate the prompt builder in the Salesforce and select the sales email as a template type. Then we define the template details, include the name, API reference, description, whatever it is requiring. Then draft the prompt, we wrote the prompt with the instructions that we would like to have the summary in the paragraph form. Then we added the merge fields, that is dynamic placeholders. This is how they looked like: input, recipient name, and you knew it. Ensure the generated email is personalized. This is going to be personalized for the record that you would like to have it for. Then we are going to test and deploy. So now we are going to deploy this after we are done with the content that I came up with, right? So what are the opportunities actually? So in the Salesforce, opportunities represent the potential revenue generating deals or sales in the progress. They are a core object in the Salesforce Sales Cloud. Remember, this is from the Salesforce Sales Cloud and are used to track everything related to the deal from the moment it's identified until it's closed. So everything for the deal is included in these opportunities. An opportunities is a record of a sales deal that you would want or you want to track through your pipeline. It contains the key details about the deal, such as what is being sold, to whom is it being sold, for how much, at what stage is the deal, and what is the expected close date. This is just an example of what exactly opportunities would do. So there are some key fields that I have included here. Some fields you know that we included in the template, just like that. So there's opportunity name, there's account name, there's close date, there is stage, there is amount, there is owner, and then there is probability. Percentage means likelihood of the closing. So this is how we have got some fields. Now in here we can also have the opportunity to create a custom field also and use that in the template, but that goes in the enhanced form. That's why we are not doing it right now. It's just very fundamental of the sales email prompt template that we are going to use. So in Salesforce, cases are the records. Now we are going to go to study the cases. I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce you. So we are going to go to the cases now and see what cases are actually. So in Salesforce, cases are the records that are used to track the customer issues, questions, or requests for the support. For example, I'm having the MacBook and its operating system is not loading. So this is what the issue is. So what I'll do is I'm going to describe my issue in the description and in the purpose that I will have to go through a certain things because this MacBook Air is just not getting loaded, or maybe the operating system is not getting booted anyway. So the booting is not happening, and that's why this is not working, and this is the problem. So the problem or request for support is given like this. We create a case, and post that we project the issue whatever it is, and through that the case is the case gets stored there. And post that you could now in fact go to the cases and create some cases and summarize the cases. Use the cases in the send email section also, whichever would you like to have. So they are the part of the service cloud and are essential for managing customer service and the support processes. So this belongs to the service cloud basically. The earlier opportunities was from the sales cloud, and that's what it is. Now there are some fields related to the cases. So there are case number, subject, description, status, priority, origin, type, contact name, and the account ID. Now, I believe that in Salesforce, when you were dedicatedly doing these, objects and fields, therein you must have heard about these terms, and you must have also learned about what exactly has to be filled in these fields that we are looking at, right? So I don't think I have to go into that part. However, this is just a since I wanted to use all these things, so that's why I have included this. Lastly, we I have given the idea about how would you create the opportunities and cases. So you have to go to the accounts and choose any account. Post that you will have to click on the opportunities and cases, and that's it. So this was a briefing about the opportunities and cases that we include. So as I said, that I did for opportunities and you can do for the cases, right? So I'm just going to now go to check. Just give me 1 second.
So are you going to share the screen? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So as I said that we were in the details section of the accounts, right? This is what the overview of the account named Carmen Ovary was. Now we'll go to the activity and we will look at this part where we have this email, right? So if I click on this email, so let me just refresh everything, just by any chance I must have forgotten to. So I'll click on the email and you can see here that we have got the option of drafting with the Einstein. Before that, I would just like to include the Carmen's email ID. Otherwise, it wouldn't allow me to. Yeah. So Carmen's email ID. This is all demonstration purposes, guys. So you wouldn't have to have any sort of thorough email ID. But yeah. So you can see that this is how this template looks like. And now I'm going to draft with the Einstein. So click on the drafting with the Einstein, and here we have email instructions. So use the pre-made instructions, the instructions that we had given in the prompt template. So that's what I'm going to get from here. As you know that I had created this error means the typo error, that is CAREAT. This is what I have to include in over here, right? Can you see all of this part? I have zoomed in so that you can see that what template I'm using. This was an earlier template, but this is a new template that I have created in the session. So you will use this. And the opportunity that I had created for you was O1, right? So let's get going and we'll continue. So we're drafting with the Einstein now. So you can see that all of that we had created in the section where I had, saved it in the paragraph form. So, dear Carmen, I'm writing to provide you with a summary of the opportunity details regarding your account. The opportunity named O1 is classified as an upgrade for an existing customer. The lead was generated through the phone inquiry, and the total amount of $40,000 is there. The anticipated close date for the opportunity is set to be 26th July 2025, and it is currently in the qualification stage. So the associated order number for this is 12, and that's it. So it has included the salutations and thankfulness also, which is thank you for the attention. And if you remember, I had included the sender's name also. That's why it is coming out to be as Nikita. Now, if we like it, it's good to go. But in case if we do not like it, there's a revise also thing that is present here. You can click on revise in case if you do not like it and want to make another summary for a particular opportunity that we have created so far. But I would say that we will go for a done, and it looks cool to me. And then we will send it. So here we go for the send. That's it. So this you will see that this is the you know created email that is here. So it has to be to the account name Carmen Ovary. That's all. So you sent an email to the person Carmen Ovary regarding all the opportunities that you had created. You can again create 10, 15 opportunities and just summarize them and send them to the any contact that you would like to have. And this was about the sales email. Now, if you have any queries and if you want to ask anything, you can go ahead and ask, or else we have done the session.
Okay, so guys, if you have any question, you can ask. I hope you understood how we can create the prompt template. So it was a nicely demonstrated. So I would suggest, like, if you want to implement, so you can just go through the stream once again and then practice it, because like now onwards, whenever you go for an interview, so anyone can ask you about the agent force. So at least these things that we demonstrated, if you practice, you should be able to talk about these things in the interviews. So those who are live, can you guys please share some feedback about both the episodes? Because in 2 episodes we completed about the prompt template. We completed the theoretical aspects as well as the demonstration. So if you can share some feedback. So your feedbacks will always motivate us to do more sessions. So I'm just waiting at least few feedbacks if you can share about the session, so that would be good. And meanwhile, you are typing the feedbacks. I just want to thank Nikita for sharing your insights about Prompt Builder. And maybe in future, because we planned only 2 sessions in the beginning episodes. In upcoming episodes, I will be inviting some other industry expert. But in future, like we'll be having some more um, insights about the agent force or any other particular module. So I will invite her once again.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, so I think we can wrap the session now. Is there anything that you want to say, like about Agent Force and its job opportunities and other thing if you want to talk about?
Yes, so as we see that Agent Force has come up with such a boom that in the Bangalore also there was this meet about the Agent Force 2DX, and everything about the Agent Force is being so fantasized right now because it is going to be the change maker in the Salesforce industry, and we might have we might see various other jobs in this area. However, not only this, but we will have to be very thorough about creation of the prompt and creation of the templates. We have to be doing that sort of learning so that we are able to extract maximum information. So as I said, that you will have to dive further in order to extract major information. And yes, we will see various other jobs coming up in this agent force ecosystem, means Salesforce ecosystem, but also this part which is the agent force. That's all.
Yeah, there is one question in the chat. So Ajinkya is asking like, how does Prompt Builder handle multi-language or localization scenarios in email templates? So if you can share
So
some.
that is a very like, howsoever is good a large language model is, that is how you're going to extract the information in that particular language. So if the large language model is equipped, then the prompt builder doesn't do anything. It just transfers the template to the large language model. Okay, we create the prompt template here, and then all the information is it passes through the layers, and then it goes to the large language model. So we know that the large language model has the capacity of n number of languages. Now, not the local languages, of course, but universal languages, whatever there are, they're included in the large language model. And through that, we are going to extract the information in whichever way it does response. So not the local languages, of course, they are not going to be included.
Okay, I think Ajinkya, this helps. So we have some feedback. So later after the stream, you can just go through.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
they
sure.
really like the session. So thank you so much for sharing all the insights about the agent force. I know we did very. I think we picked only one topic, but anyone, if you want to learn more about agent force, so we are doing some programs on that. So you can visit the website skillhorizon.org.in. So you will be able to see, like soon we are going to start agent force plus data cloud module. So you can just go to the website, and right now agent force details are there, but soon we'll be updating it with the data cloud. And like we'll be starting some program on both the modules. So if you wish to join, do visit our website and reach out to the team, and we will counsel you about that. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining this session, and thank you once again, Nikita, for delivering both the episodes. Thank you. Bye everyone. See you next week with other sessions.